You will need an oxymoron to describe the trajectory of Airpeace airline in the nation aviation industry, especially on the European route, which is dominated by foreign operators in the absence of a national carrier. If you do that, then Airpeace is our local international airline of choice. From 7 aircraft in 2013 when it debuted in the nation's aviation industry, flying a few routes, Airpeace has expanded to a regional, a continental, and now an international airline. Airpeace is taking the aviation industry by storm, a smooth storm. On the local scene, the airline is weathering the storms theoretically and flying passengers to almost every part of the country. In part of the Africa, it is feminist dominance too. It flew to China, India, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates before the disagreement between Nigeria and the Gulf states led to the suspension of that route. But all of these routes none has excited Nigerians more than the Lagos-London Gatwick route, which the airline launched on March 30, 2024. As the launch date approached, the traveling public waited with bated breath, excitement and trepidation. There was apprehension because past effort to break into the lucrative Lagos-London route by Nigerian flag carriers and Airpeace in particular has been frustrated by what the chairman and CEO of the airline, Chief Allen Onyema, CON, termed dirty international aero politics. The day finally came and Chief Onyema and his Airpeace family pulled it off in the most spectacular fashion possible. Far too long, Nigerians have had to pay exorbitant fares to fly to foreign land, and all effort made by the Nigerian flag carriers to checkmate this failed. Such airlines as Eric, Bellevue, Medview, and the Air Nigeria attempted to break the monopoly of the lucrative Lagos-London route, but were frustrated by both unwilling international and corrupt aviation officials. On the Nigerian side, corrupt aviation officials who make a kill by helping these foreign operators fleece the people of their hard-earned money stood firmly against effort to turn things around. Not anymore. Thanks to Airpeace airline dogged fight and eventual forays into the lucrative route, the foreign airlines have suddenly woken up to the urgency of now the realities that the days of their monopolistic dominance are over. Unfortunately, they have started a dirty price war to frustrate Airpeace. They have lowered their fares and Nigerians must resist this filthy war. To understand what Airpeace has just done, let's look at the events that preceded the maiden flight to the nation's burgeoning airline. According to Allen Onyema, it took Airpeace 7 years to get the necessary certification and clearance before they could get into London. He said the airline faced internal and external conspiracies and that dirty international aero politics stayed all effort to fly into London. Chief Onyema recalled that despite applying for the Technical Country Operators (TCO) permit, the road still remained rough because Nigerian authorities denied knowing Airpeace. Undaunted by this international aero politics, Airpeace kept pushing and finally got the necessary approvals and clearance to fly into London Gatwick. The airline, he said, has insisted on flying into London Heathrow, which is not just popular among Nigerian travelers, but a little closer to central London. The UK authorities denied the airline permission to fly into Heathrow, citing unavailability of space. The choice of Southern Terminal Gatwick Airport for the airline flight operation to London is because the United Kingdom refused to honor its bilateral aviation safety agreement, BASA, with Nigeria, Chief Onyema told newsmen. Speaking on the morning show, an Arise TV program, Onyema said that when Airpeace applied for a terminal at Heathrow, the UK primary airport, the airline was denied the necessary permission. He said that although Gatwick was not his preferred choice, it has turned out to be even better than Heathrow due to its numerous options for passengers. His words, the BASA we signed with the United Kingdom is this: you give me your primary airport and we give you ours. British Airways and Virgin Atlantic, both of them come into my country, Nigeria, using our primary airport, Lagos and Abuja. When we applied, they told us Heathrow was not available to us. They even suggested Stansted or Luton Airport, which I found very insulting. They also suggested Gatwick, but I refused because I wanted to go to Heathrow, their primary airport. After some time, I saw that they wanted to frustrate us. So I said, let's go anywhere, even if they wanted us to go to Scotland. We started to take Gatwick, which was not our choice. In the long run, we saw some good in it. Most of our people are down the southeastern part of London. At the same time, when you look at the traffic situation from Heathrow to the center of London, it's very excruciating. But from Gatwick, they allotted the southern terminal to Airpeace. And when you get to the southern terminal, you get out of immigration, take your luggage, and you get into the Gatwick Express train within 3 minutes, which will take you to the Victoria right into central London. While these international aero politics were playing out, Airpeace kept its cool and continued to work behind the scene with the new Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Management, Festus Keyamo-San. The March 30th maiden flight was a result of all that patience and hard work can do. As the flight prepared to take off, the cream of the society joined the chairman of Airpeace to cling to the glasses and celebrate this milestone. The flight took off on a schedule and landed on a schedule, and even since then, it has been testimonies galore. There has not been one single negative report from a cross-section of Nigerians who were opportune to be among the early bird of the big bird, the Boeing 777, otherwise known as the 777. The airline has, as a result of the surge of interest of passengers, decided to allocate more seats to the route and add additional equipment in the likes of Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The in-flight menu remains one of the high points of the flight. For the first time in the nation's recent aviation history, passengers were afforded the opportunity to choose Nigerian dishes. According to some of the passengers, tasty local cuisines were served by the crew. Watching the account of the passengers will leave you salivating and looking forward to that day you will fly Airpeace to London. However, as the accolades were coming in, a sore point developed. The attempt by some unscrupulous Nigerian aviation officials to frustrate the airline. The returning aircraft was denied its proper parking position by these corrupt aviation officers who reserved the space for a foreign airline. There were also reports that at London Gatwick, Airpeace was allocated a non-functioning check-in counter. These petty politics and corrupt practices aim at frustrating the airline, hoping to force it out of business is where the airline needs the country's aviation authorities and the Nigerian government to stamp their authority. Every effort must be made to ensure that Airpeace is not frustrated out of business like past Nigerian flag carriers. The government needs to completely sanitize the industry and weed out undesirable elements that stand as clogs in the wheel of progress. The government must insist on the letters of BASA being implemented and in the spirit of reciprocity, compare all the foreign countries we have an agreement with to allow Airpeace to fly into their primary airport. Airpeace is willing and capable to expand to the US and other major European cities. What it requires is the backing of the Nigerian authorities. It will be recalled that Nigeria applied a spirit of reciprocity in 2012 when 125 Nigerian travelers to South Africa were expelled due to not having valid yellow fever certificate. In retaliation, Nigeria expelled 56 South African business people, prompting the two countries to enter into discussion around easing travel and visa restriction as a means of enhancing bilateral relations and trade. Nigeria needs to stand up for Airpeace now and apply the same reciprocity by stopping foreign airlines whose country refuse to allow Nigerian flag carries the use of their primary airport. Doing so is the overall interest of the country and its citizens. With Airpeace entering into London Gatwick, not only will the country be saved scarce foreign exchange, but our citizens will benefit from reduced airfares, avoid exploitation by foreign airlines, and the benefit from direct flight into UK and other parts of the world where that is possible. In the end, it will be a win-win situation for the country if Airpeace overcomes and succeeds. Airpeace is ready. Is the Nigerian government ready to enforce the letters of BASA? Let me hear your thoughts regarding this situation. Thank you very much. Please ensure you like, subscribe, and drop your comment reaction in the comment box. See you in the next video.
us all Nigerians, Airpeace is here to stay. This Lagos to London, London to Lagos route is so amazing. The food, man, that pepper soup, goat meat pepper soup was slamming. Everybody loved it. I had some efforiro and semo. It was so good, guys. I love it. Airpeace, congratulations, Nigerians. We love you.
Of the heart world. Yeah. Mama Airpeace, left to the world. Yeah. This is my brother, the owner of United Airlines. I'm flying Airpeace to show solidarity and love to our brother. Distinguished. This is distinguished. This is Anambra, Edo. Both are vying for governorship, and are seated together calmly here. It can only happen in Airpeace. Discussing matters arising. Yeah, of course. Anambra, Edo, and then some ambition. I'm Bayelsa. I can't. Well done, sir. The bank is here to collect all the money. Make sure they will always do one cover. Honorable Minister, I see you, sir. I see you. All right. So, Kandawa, beautiful.
Girls, we're about to take off.
Let me take the ticker. Yeah.
We will take the ticker.
It's a full flight, actually.
Yes,